Hi everyone, for tonight's Nightcap in Review, I'm having an adult beverage, and tonight I'll be discussing To Have and to Stalk by Mary Catherine Gabhard. I hope I got that correct. I did receive this as an ARC from Smuthood, and of course I'm giving my honest opinion. Here are the highlights and the content warnings. And my rating for this book is a 3.5. Now remember, reading is subjective and not every book is for a reader, and this just may not have been the book for me, but if it sounds like something you're interested in, I strongly encourage you to give it a try for yourself, and I hope you love it. Now, what's this book about? So this book is about Shay, who never expected downloading and filling out a profile on a kink exploration website would lead to her having a stalker. She had only wanted to explore the things she had read about in her book club, as well as live it up after her breakup with her ex-fiance. Now she has a man texting her dirty messages and pictures and calling her a good girl, all while knowing too much about her life. She thought a morally gray man who chased women in the graveyards was just something that happened in the books, but he is helping her live out all of her dark romance fantasies. So what else can she do other than give in to his dark and possessive nature and run, excited for him to catch her? So what are my thoughts? Again, I'm giving this a 3.5. Unfortunately, this book didn't quite live up to my expectations. While there were a lot of elements that I normally love and enjoy, like a smart female main character, stalking, and a devoted male main character, for this book, it just didn't quite click for me. What I think the main thing is that this book is being marketed as a dark rom-com, and for me, it just felt more like a light, dark romance than a romantic comedy. For me, when it comes to a rom-com, I need to be laughing and giggling at least 50% of the book. I need to walk away smiling because of how funny it was, and honestly, that wasn't quite my experience. Now, the story was okay. I was able to finish the book, but nothing really stood out for me. I think the thing is that it didn't necessarily feel dark enough or funny enough for my personal preferences, as well as it felt like we were just hitting these elements to hit them for the story and not fully embracing them, if that makes sense. Now, when it comes to our characters, we first have Shay, our female main character who is a cosmologist who studies dark matter, and we love a smart female main character, especially Calder, our male main character, who to the best of his ability tried to read her scientific papers, which was cute. We love a supportive king. Now, along with being a woman in STEM, she was diagnosed at the age of 15 with invisible chronic illness, so a lot of her life has been trying to avoid triggering a flare-up that would land her in bed for days, as well as she had a horrible ex, so she's really now trying to live her life to the fullest. I really enjoyed how bookish she was, as well as she was funny, but I slowly started to realize those funny moments I really enjoyed of her were really from her interaction with Calder. They had some really good chemistry, but really they are a couple that shines together for me rather than separately. Now, Calder is the definition of a book boyfriend, along with trying to read her scientific papers to the best of his ability. He also really was communicative, especially when it came to her wanting to figure out what kind of kink she wanted to explore. The way they would talk it out to see what she was comfortable with and not comfortable with was really something I enjoyed, as well as during his stalking, he found out about her diagnosis. So he then took the initiative to research it to the best of his abilities and did everything he could to take things off of her plate. I'm not going to go into it because I don't want to give it away, so that she would have more spoons for her drawer. And I just love a supportive king. Overall, the story was okay. The characters are okay. It just wasn't 100% the story for me. But if it sounds like something you're interested in, I strongly encourage you to give it a try for yourself, and I hope you love it. It will be available tomorrow, June 18th. I hope everyone has a good night and happy readings.